So last year, Dewald Brevis, just 19 at the time, broke the record for the fastest 150 runs scored in a T20 cricket match, needing just 52 balls to be able to reach that mark in Potchefstroom in a CSA T20 match, playing for the Titans. When you think back, Dewald, thanks for chatting to Newzroom Afrika. When you think back to that innings, I mean, what are your feelings and your thoughts on it now? And I suppose also, if you're able just to bottle that way that you felt so you can just turn it on whenever you want?
No, for me that was very special because it will always be up there for me as a very special innings. I was also still young there and it was so unbelievable. Like if I have to describe it, like people always talk about innings as like that. If someone asks you to describe it, you just say like, I don't have words, it just happened, and that's basically what happened. It was basically I was playing 100% of my subconsciousness. Things happened. I obviously trained hard for it, and things happened, and I found the middle of the bat. And from ball one, I was basically telling myself I'm hitting every single ball for six, and I tried to hit every single ball for six, and the timing was there, the ball was in the right area, and yeah, it was very, very special. If I have to think back to that time, to play it in Potch, like that's where my brother studies, so it was kind of special. He was studying and then his friend or someone told him, your brother is smacking it around, and then he rushed to the stadium, and I think he got there just before I got my 100, so he was able to see a bit, but it was really, it's hard to describe. It was a special innings. And while I reflect on it today still, I really want to do it again, and I want to break it, and I want to get even more runs in a game.
It's interesting for me because you say, I was a lot younger then. It was only a year ago, and not even. We still got to wait a couple more days till the end of October. Is that just an indication of how much has happened in your life over the last 11 months?
Yeah, for me, to be honest, like, I think that's so true because the last few months, basically, yeah, like, so much has happened, like, myself as an individual, like, I've grown as a person, my game grown tremendously, and I'm very happy where I'm now, like, I keep learning, I keep wanting to learn, and yeah, like, I just want to be myself and develop in the cricketer that I'm meant to be, so I'm very privileged in the position that I am, with everyone that's together with me on my journey. Like, I'm always grateful for that.
Many people were calling for your national call-up because you had already played in the IPL, you were breaking records, and the calls were just getting louder and louder. You finally got the opportunity against Australia, and then it didn't go according to plan. It was out for 5 runs, and then out after facing 2 balls in the next game. What lessons did you take from that experience?
Yeah, so Vaylen, for me, the biggest thing is I know that God has my journey planned out for me, and everything happens as it should. I trust in Him, and I believe that that's meant to be. Like, I did everything, my prep, everything was as it should have been. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. I just know that whenever my opportunities come again, like, I want to be the best player that I can be for the team. And yeah, it's just part of my journey. I'm going to look back to it and I'm going to have a good laugh about it. And I'm going to be happy on the other side where I will be.
For you, when you speak about the journey and the path that is laid out for you, and in that, is there much more T20 cricket or a lot more ODI cricket? How do you see things for yourself in the future?
Firstly, I think it's very important. I always want to tell the people, like, my biggest dream is also red ball cricket. I feel that's the pinnacle, to play Test cricket for South Africa. So I would really want to be an all 3 format player, and I will work and give my everything for that. There's lots of opportunities in T20 cricket throughout the world, and it's a great platform and place to also learn about your game and play against the best players. The competition is great. The fans also fantastic. For example, in the IPL, it's really special, unbelievable. But for me to be able to play all 3 formats for South Africa, that's my biggest dream, and I'll always give my everything for that.
When did you realize that cricket was the sport for you? I mean, because you were breaking records, right? Well, you were under 11.
I think it all started like at a very young age. I love ball sports. My first word was bal, and that means ball in Afrikaans. So it really started there. I played all sports throughout my life, and there was just a thing about cricket. I always just loved cricket. When it was rugby season or tennis season, I always just wanted to play cricket at home, hit balls. So that already told me like cricket was my passion. And as I went through high school, I also played hockey. And then near the end, I chose cricket because I know that that's the path I want to be. I went 100% into it.
You've managed to go from being in high school to getting contracts around the world, playing in the Caribbean, playing in India, learning from some of the greats of the game. So your journey really has been fast track, also mentored by AB de Villiers. I'm interested to know how you personally feel about the nickname that everybody gives you of Baby AB.
For me, like AB, he plays such a big role in my journey, and he's been my role model from I've been watching cricket basically. So I've always looked up to him, and I still do. And he's someone that I get advice from whenever I need, and he's always there to give me a word. But he never wants to always tell me too much, because I'm still, like I said, my own person, and I need to develop in the cricketer that I can become. So, but he's always there, and I really look up to him. And the nickname Baby AB, like, it's been with me, and for me, like, when it first started, and still, like, it's really an honor, and I'm grateful for it. But like I said, for me, it's important. I want people to know me as Dewald Brevis, DB, whatever, because I want my own identity as well.
You made an immediate impact when you went to the IPL, and then you were playing in leagues across the world alongside Mahela Jayawardene, Rohit Sharma, Kieran Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Chris Gale. So I'm sure you've taken lessons from all of them as you've gone along. I'm interested to know, though, when you go to India and play in the Indian Premier League with the fervour of the fans there, what it's actually like. Can you take us back to and just describe that moment where you walked out to the crease for the very first time and you could really feel, I'm playing in India now? And does it really feel like that? Because that's certainly what it seems like for a spectator.
No, it's really like special. India is a very special place, especially Mumbai as well. The memories I have, it's hard to explain as well. Like, people would say, is it really like that? It is really like that. So if you drive to the stadium, like in your bus, like for us in our Mumbai Indians bus, like people see the bus and like the street is full of people queuing to get into the stadium. When you get to the stadium, the people's already there. It is super loud, and everyone is so passionate. It's really like I was fielding on the boundary, and then Dhoni came into bat, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and literally the people were shouting so loudly that my ears literally started to pain. So that's how loud it gets, and it's super loud. The people love cricket. They always there. They support you, and it's really amazing. Like, as a youngster, you always dream of playing in front of crowds, people that support you, and it's really unbelievable in India. Like, the people, they love their cricket, and it's great to play there.
Of course, we've got the Cricket World Cup that's currently underway. South Africa started really, really well, and then they were shocked by the Netherlands. I mean, I'm sure, was there a little bit of pain at not being part of that squad?
I think there will always be, because my dream is to be a part of the Proteas, and I want to be in the teams, and I want to win World Cups with the team. So, but as I said, like, if I wasn't selected, so it's part of my journey. Like, I can't control it. I can just be the best version of myself, and whenever the time comes again, I make sure that I impact the team and do the best that I can do.